How's it going? It's Rocky, your full-time stay-at-home dad trading futures for a living. There are two things I actually want to talk about today. The first one is if you've never traded futures and want to try it out for free with a possibility of actually winning some money from it, stick around. That'll be the first one that I'll talk about. And on the latter end of our content, I'm going to run through an account statement review from my two brokerages, which will show exactly why I posted my results for weeks number 42 and weeks number 43. But before we get started, just a quick disclaimer. This is for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions. All right, so before I run through this, I just want to make it clear I am not an affiliate of NinjaTrader. Me sharing this is just me wanting to share something cool that I found, right? So NinjaTrader is actually a brokerage that I do use to trade the futures market. And NinjaTrader also owns Tradeovate from what I understand. And both these companies were recently purchased by a company called Kraken earlier this year. But what's great about this NinjaTrader Arena is that you are able to enter a competition. You're able to learn about the futures market. And what's great about it is that there's a possibility of joining the NinjaTrader Arena Cup, which has $400,000 in prizes. And this is real cash prizes to 1,500 winners. So there's a qualifier that's coming up. Qualifier 3 actually starts in about 8 days. That's on November 3rd. And so far, there are 6,000 participants that has signed up for it. So as far as what I know, there are 3 qualifiers. I myself did join the first qualifier. But before I share how I actually did on that first qualifier, let's run through this first. So on this first qualifier, there's a grand prize of $8,000, something that I wasn't aware of when I first joined on the first qualifier, but it's okay. Let's run through the details of this competition. There's nothing to lose here other than, of course, sharing some of your information and your time doing it, but I highly recommend it. Let's look at the details of this. So when trading, you will be given a $25,000 paper account. So this is all simulation, okay? This is not real money. And what's really cool is that, look at this. First prize gets $8,000. Second prize gets $2,000. Third prize gets $1,000. And this is the really cool part that I really like is that from 4th to 400th place is you can actually get $100. I mean, hey, it's free to enter. And you are able to receive a cash prize. And cash prize is something that you can deposit into your NinjaTrader account, so your brokerage account to trade, or you can also just have that go to your checking account. So with this qualifier, let's scroll down a little bit here. With the qualifier, the products that you're allowed to trade are these products here. And if you're new to the features, I'll break it down a bit for you. So there's the Micro E-mini S&P 500. And essentially, this is the index for the S&P 500. So if you follow the ETF SPY, that's essentially what that is. So they behave the same if you do follow those every day. So this is something that you'd know what to do if you were trading it. The other one is the MNQ, which is the Micro E-mini NASDAQ 100. And that one is equivalent to QQQ as far as the ETF goes. And then, of course, there's gold if you're into that. And there's also crude oil that you can trade. And then there's the Euro FX. So this one, I actually don't know much about it. But these are the 5 products that you're able to trade, and it'll give you the position size that you can have. So max 3 for the 2 index there, the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. 2 with gold and crude oil, and with the Euro FX, you can have a total of 2 there. So it's a 8-hour competition right when the US opens to and the US closes. It's paper trading. So again, it's not real money. You don't need to put money to join it. But the cool part about it is that you have the ability to win these cash prizes. And if you make the 10%, from what I recall, you will be invited to the Arena Cup where the prices are a lot bigger. So let me actually run through the Arena Cup here. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. So this is the qualifier that I joined on October 20th. On this qualifier on October 20th, I'm pretty happy that I had a PL of a total of $1,091.39. Now let's look at the results to show you what my actual ranking was from that competition. And this one again ended on the 20th. Congratulations to these top 10 there. They did quite well. But my ranking, which was pretty cool from my perspective at least, was 127 out of over 10,000 traders. I had a P&L of $1,091.39, which, if you look at it, I was pretty close to the top 5, top 10, which is not bad. And on here, they also show some featured traders. So I guess this is more your high profile traders out there on social media. Something that I aspire to in a way. I've been doing this for 5 years, but it's okay. Right now, I'm more than happy just focusing on growing my actual portfolio and sharing my results. And if my followings grow along the way, great. If not, that's okay too, because sharing my journey and the journal that I do with it actually helps me as a trader. So for being ranked as 127th, what was cool about this is that I did win a cash prize. And the cash prize that I won was $100. So for joining an event and getting $100 for it, I'm pretty happy. And the one that I'm really truly excited about is the fact that I will be able to join, or I got an invite to join the championship. So the championship will be on November 17th. And for this one, let's look at the details of this competition. Look at those prices. Again, this is an invite-only competition, and that's when you make the top 10% of the first 3 qualifiers. And the prices, oh my, it's almost like, is there a catch for this? But we'll see. First prize is $100,000, which is life-changing. At least for me, it's life-changing because I don't have a W-2 position anymore. I'm just, trading every week, trying to extend the cash runway that I have. Second and third place, $25,000. See, this one I don't know if, I'm pretty sure it's $25,000 each. Not $25,000 between the second and third, because they would have wrote that down. For fourth and 10th place, that's $10,000, and for 11th to 300th place, that's $105. So this competition, I'm really excited about. What's different with this compared to the qualifier is your beginning balance starts with $10,000. So why beginning balance matters is because essentially each contract, for example, the E-mini S&P 500, if you were trading a live account, which I do with NinjaTrader, one micro would cost you a margin of $50. And essentially times 3, that's a total of $150. And I'm not sure what the margin is for the other positions. I would need to look that in to prepare for the finals. But essentially, whatever is left is your drawdown. So as long as you don't, hit that drawdown when you have an open position, then you can keep going. This is very different from what you probably see online on prop firms, and with all the rules and whatnot. With this one, there's no rules. You trade it as if you're trading a live account. So this is more real, even though it's a simulation. So far, there are 545 participants that has signed up for it, and I'll go through my account statement review to show you exactly how we did for the past 2 weeks. This is my account statement on Thinkorswim, which is a brokerage that I use to trade the futures market. And I am recording it on Saturday, October 25th. It's currently about 9:53 in the morning. And the statement that I'm showing here starts from Saturday, October 11th to today, Saturday, October 25th. And because I am trading full-time and I don't have a regular paycheck, it's really important for me to mimic the regular paychecks to help with the cash flow. And that's the reason why I try to withdraw it from my account as often as I can. And on this one, I did withdraw $5,000. So what we'll do is we'll add that value back to our ending cash when I do the calculation. And the values that we care about for our calculations are the numbers here, the ending cash here on the cash and sweep vehicle, and the ending cash here on the futures cash balance. And then we'll subtract our starting cash, which is here for the cash and sweep vehicle and here for the futures cash balance. Let's calculate what those numbers look like. Our ending cash is $28,392.16. Add $899.70, and also we'll add what we withdrew from the account as part of our paycheck of $5,000. And then we'll subtract our starting cash of $33,193.96 and $364.70, and that equates to $733.20 on Thinkorswim. And compare that to the values that we do see here that I posted on week 42. It was negative $281.20, and then on week 43 is $1,014.40. So that equates to $733.20. So those two matches, and that's where those two values are from Thinkorswim. Next, we'll jump to NinjaTrader. So this is the brokerage I was talking about in the earlier part of the content, where they have the competition and the arena where you can trade paper money and join a competition and be able to win some cash prizes. But I use that brokerage to actually trade futures also. And the reason I use this brokerage is because I do trade some prop firms. So I use this account as my lead account for the 20-something accounts that I do trade. And just making it clear, I am not an affiliate of NinjaTrader. I am just, as I mentioned in the beginning, I just wanted to share the ability to be able to learn features for free and be rewarded for it if you are successful in that competition. So we'll look at the account statement review for this, similar to what I did with Thinkorswim. They've been working on this new dashboard, but for the statement, it still goes back to the legacy dashboard. So that's why this will change a little bit on how it looks. And what we'll look at is the account balance history. And we'll just do this month here, but in reality, I'm trying to look at the same dates, Saturday, October 11th to today, October 25th. And then I'll run this. All right, so we'll bring the calculator back up. This is a little more straightforward compared to Thinkorswim. I actually just prefer this because it's just, the numbers are right there, right? But anyway, the values, I'll mark it up the same way that I did for Thinkorswim, so there's some consistency there. This is our ending cash here, and then our starting cash balance is the value up here. So on the calculator, ending cash of $5,355.16, subtract our starting cash of $5,660.04, and that's actually a negative value of $304.70. and 88 cents for the last 2 weeks on my NinjaTrader account. We'll jump back to YouTube here just to compare those two values. And you can see on week 42, it was the number that we have on NinjaTrader was negative $757.60. And then on weeks 43, it was a positive $452.72. And you can see those two numbers matches. And if we add all of those up, $733.20 minus $304.88. Last 2 weeks, that's a total of $428.32. And to compare that with what I posted up there, that's essentially negative $1,038.80 plus $1,467.12, and there you go, $428.32. So that's our performance. You may notice that I withdrew $5,000, but I only made $428 the last 2 weeks. But that's just the reality of trading full time. And if you own a business or you're self-employed, the cash flow, you try to smooth the curve a little bit. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't withdrawn anything in the past 6 weeks. But I need to prepare for the bills coming up. So in an ideal world, I would be withdrawing less than what I made from trading, but it is what it is. Thank you for tuning in. It's a bit long this week, but hopefully you enjoyed what I shared there. And let me know if you have any questions and the feedback. Looking forward to sharing more content in the future. All right, have a good one. See you in the next one.